Welcome to CAS 103, Introduction to Windows, Columbia Gorge Community College, The Dalles, Oregon. Linda Hughitt, instructor. This video is going to focus on a project you're going to be doing for each week. You'll do it every week of the term, so we're going to look at the first week so you get an idea of what it looks like for each week. And that is going to be looking at doing a journal. You're going to be doing a lot of reading during the week on the books. You're going to be doing a lot of videos you're going to look at. And not everything is going to have a like paper and pencil electronic assignment you're going to turn in. So the journal is going to kind of be your reflection of your learning. It's going to be a way for you to process and think about some of the things you were exposed to and learned about during the week. It's going to be your way to share back to me your understanding. It's going to be my way to look for any misconceptions or things that you're not understanding correctly. So you're going to be doing a journal each week, and basically the directions for the journal, you're going to use 150 words or more, so you may want to actually do a word count on that. But the idea is you're not turning in, 4 or 5 sentences. This is going to be somewhat of a substantial writing paper. Obviously 150 words isn't that huge, but it's going to be more substantial. And you're going to basically tell me 3 things that you learned that week and why it's important to you, or how, basically why those things stood out to you. You're going to ask me 2 questions you still have or things you wonder about. I may not always answer those questions. Those may be things that I do answer in my reply when I score them for you, or they may not be. It just depends on what it is you're asking. And then you're going to tell me 1 way you think you're going to be able to use some of the information from this week. So whatever our topic is that week, how are you going to apply that? What are you going to do with that? I mean, why bother to learn it if you're not going to use it in any way? So this is going to give you a chance to reflect, to think about, to kind of process, maybe sort of put it into long-term memory and ingrain it a little bit. If nothing else, it gives you a place to go back and kind of look at what we talked about that week, sort of a notes-taking thing, if nothing else for you. And you're going to go basically down here in your, I'm not in a student view, I'm in a teacher's view, but you're going to write it in WordPad or Word, and you're going to then upload it into Moodle for me to score. So that's what we're basically looking at for the week. Hope it works out really well for you, but you will see it every single week. So as you're doing your studying, as you're doing your watching YouTubes or doing your reading, you may be wanting to jot down some information to help you do that reflection at the end of each unit each week.